Well, it almost seems never ending, but I just keep plugging at this thing. These are the quill control levers. And clutch. Little flap wheel on here. It's got a little bit of pitting on it. This one must have been in the down position or something, had rain dripping off it. Still using the Fordham here. I don't think I need to use anything more aggressive than this. Yeah, that's getting that off there pretty good. You know, I didn't expect to get a radial drill until I saw this sitting in the salvage yard. And I go, you know, I think I could do something with it. They had some serious problems. The head was frozen because of those the bearings that it glides on. Somehow got stuff underneath of them, and it in fact locked the head. And it took me a long time to get that moved over, almost a foot. Then I had to burn out those bearings. Get in there with a torch. Yeah, these little flap wheels work pretty good. I'm going to try the little Scotch-Brite type wheels. This is just the standard miniature Jacob chuck. Oh, knock that on the floor. Let's see how these do. I got black, red, and green. Oh, yeah. Yeah, the flap wheel got the pitting totally out. See how that's doing now. Flop it down a little bit there. It's amazing this rust come off this thing as good as it has. Let's see, I'm going to try to grab that a little easier in a different way. Let's see how it does here. Best not to run these too fast. Yeah, it works pretty good. I've used these Fordhams on a lot of the parts on that milling machine too. Now the milling machine was in the salvage yard with this drill. Yeah, that looks good. It might be better just holding on to it a little bit here. This does make polishing pretty easy. If you look at the old of the photos of it before I did much to it, all the levers on here were painted with that safety yellow paint. And I'll tell you what, that's some very tough paint. It's actually easier than doing it by hand with Scotch-Brite. Yeah, I think I got the pitting out of this, so you still see it a little bit in here. There's a really nice bandsaw that was with these machines, with this drill press and that horizontal mill I got there. And it's a dual Zephyr bandsaw, which is a good size one. It's capable of real high speeds. But he thinks it's worth a whole bunch of money. And I don't know, maybe it is. I think it's restorable. Yeah. Yeah, that's coming out good. Can hardly see it. When it's raining again, so I got that drill covered up and oiled up. I use this Same tool to clean up the levers on that Axelson lathe. It wasn't left out in the weather, but it had chemical stains that were pretty severe. So this is how I detail these machines. Using tools like this. Running this pretty slow, actually, makes it work a little better. Kind of go over it the same direction, and it make it look more uniform. Most people I know wouldn't go to this kind of detail. Yeah. Yeah, that's looking a lot better. Now finish this using 600 wet and dry with something like a penetrating oil on it, and then polish it with Mother's polish. It's a paste polish. This is really a deluxe radial drill. It must have been quite expensive at the time. Uh-oh, there we go. Oh, that's looking so much better. Very good. Okay, hold on a minute. I'm going to grab something else here. Well, I got 4 levers to clean up here. And see, this one here still got some rust on it. Get that brush back on there, or that flap wheel, I mean. Yeah. It knocks that off great. I guess I could do this by hand, but this is quite a bit easier on my hands. I'm I'm going to get back on that old Harley Davidson engine here pretty quick. Kind of taking advantage of some good weather to work on that thing, but it's raining. It's raining again, maybe for a couple of days. Get on the back side of it. Well, I hope your projects are doing good out there. Up there in Cyberland. Let me get that off the shank of this here. Little flap wheels work great. I think I found this stuff on eBay, I think. I can't remember. There was a little store that had some of this stuff. Seems like everything's closing down though. As related to metalworking. At least in this little town here, there's hardly anything. Try that little flap wheel again. I'm not sure what grits what on these, so I'm going to try the green one. Almost seems like they're all the same. Well, easy. I don't know, green might be the coarse one. It's really good. Oh, these follow up good after that flap wheel. Yeah, that's looking great. Yeah. I have to take long breaks, it seems like, after getting so many hours into this drill press project. I almost gave up on it trying to break that head loose, but it came loose at the last moment for me. Yeah, that's looking great. Getting ready for, I'll give these a good polish. Now that piece I had in the lathe, I'll grab that real quick, look at it. Okay, so the levers come out on this thing back over here. I don't know if you can see that. That's yet to be cleaned up thoroughly. This slips over that. And the levers go into those slots, and it'll be hanging out here. And here's the graduated scale here. And from 0 to here, it's almost a quarter of it is actually it's looks like almost 5 inches of travel in a turn. So there's 0, here's half, and here's 1. And I'm not going to polish this up beyond that, kind of leave it kind of a satin color so I'll be able to read it. So that's how that's looking. Now these are cleaned up pretty much. Those are 2 boilers. I haven't run anything through them. I'm hoping it'll kind of clean up a little bit. This one I'm not real sure about if it was leaking or just oil sat in it and got hard. Then these oil cups came out great. Nice and clear. You can see how they're made. There's little pin spanner holes there. And these unscrew and you can get that glass out. Some kind of a packing material under them. 2 of those. And this little one here, probably see that those little pin spanner holes right there, and a little bit of that packing material, whatever's kind of sticking out there. Cleaned up pretty darn good. Get these, yeah, here's the, let me see if I can pick that up. Quite heavy. So these levers go into here. I think this one goes on the other side. Yep. See, that goes in that one, and the other lever goes in this slot. Then this whole thing comes to this part. Get that back there, and I'll start cleaning this up. Then I got boxes of crusty nuts and bolts, and look at that, there's some workforce grain. And one of the things I did on this axle, so I don't take the camera loose, I'll have a look at it. Let's get completely free of this tripod. Is I take and clean the heads of the bolts. And I'll put a little bit of grease on them, and when I do more painting, and then keep the paint off those. It just it looks really good not to have paint on the screws. Makes the lathe and the mills look sharper. I'm real happy the way this axle came out. And just kind of do some detail, you know. Makes the machine look good. And I feel good operating it. I like operating nice looking machines. Yeah, looking real good. I saw some of these, this Bison 12-inch chuck. I saw one on Surplus Record like this, $385, and I think that's a good deal. And it looks like it's in about this shape, but you gotta grind the jaws that's to make it work like this. So there's some good deals out there, and I showed you how to do it. I am more than thrilled with this 3-jaw chuck here. It's got a 4-inch hole, and it'll grab parts as small as 3/16 of an inch. And this machine has no problem at all running it. But we can look over it and you can see, I have all of the screws, all of them. Don't have any paint on them. And it's a real subtle thing, but it just makes the machine look real sharp. Extremely sharp. This lathe has been an awful lot of work. And I did the same thing on this mill. There's no paint on the screws. See that? Then on all of the machine surfaces, I removed the paint, make sure there's no paint on them. And I think it makes the machine look great. Just really nice. See, all these bolts don't have paint on them. Yeah. This is a late 1920s machine style that they resurrected for World War II. And got it so it runs a little bit faster. And it's really pretty cool. This chart here doesn't have a lot of relationship to the actual speeds. I had to check them out and put them on a piece of paper here. I might do it on a little more substantial thing and stick on the wall somewhere. So that's kind of how this is. See, no paint on the bolts. All the machine surfaces are cleaned up, no paint. Okay, well, I'm going to keep at it and I'll check back in tomorrow. Have a good one. Well, sometimes it's best not to restore paint on some machines, and this Monarch 10EE is a great example of that. This is the original paint here, and this darker stuff is some primer I slopped on bare areas. And I'd like to try to patch up the original paint, leave it on there, because the original paint, especially on a Monarch 10EE, says a lot, because they didn't put an automotive type paint job on them like Hardinge, and the paint gets a bit brittle and it flakes off and the coolant gets under it. So it's best to leave a machine like this as much original paint on it as possible. I'm going to try to match this paint and take an airbrush and try to blend it in and just kind of patch it up, but leave the original paint intact. But people that know these machines definitely prefer the original paint being on them, even if it's flaky, which they all kind of get. I thought I'd point that out. Okay, I will probably be back tomorrow. Okay, Chloe. Let's go back up the hill. What do you got? Oh, the tail's wagging. Okay, let's go.